This is the most asked question that I get when people are trying to start a can cleaning business, and it's the reason that they never start. What I'm about to reveal might shock you and allow you to start your business journey. So stick around to the end of the video because this information is going to help you, but clicking off won't. Is 1900 PSI good enough to clean trash cans? The variety of pressure washers out there get up to like 4000 PSI, which you don't need. I don't want to sit here and tell you guys that any PSI is going to work because at a certain point, 4000 is way too much. You're going to end up ripping the paint off the can, ripping the lettering off the can, and you're just going to blow it away while you're trying to clean it. I'm not saying that the one that I own and have used for thousands of jobs is the perfect one, but listen, it's ideal for me. Some pressure washers even get down to like 1200 PSI. Just to be safe, I would stick to like 1600 up to like 2000 plus. You just don't want to get into that pressure washing commercial range. Okay, now let's assume that you're using this lower PSI washer and it's not doing the trick. The number one reason is that you're just using the wrong tip. 𝗤𝘂𝗜 is incredible, especially if you need help keeping up with customers, sending estimates, invoices, or collecting payments. Give 𝗤𝘂𝗜 a try for free. Just click the link in the comment section and the description of this video. 𝗤𝘂𝗜 is also the fastest way to send estimates, invoices, and secure payment from your customers, and even providing you with real-time business analytics such as close ratio, sales, and expense tracking. I've made tons of mistakes using the wrong nozzle, some even costing me $1,000 trying to take bugs off of the paint of a car. The turbo nozzle is going to take all the pressure and put it into one stream. That way there's not like a spray. It's one exact shot. This, coupled with a 1900 PSI washer, is pretty much just the perfect amount of pressure for me to hit all the gunk and get everything out of the can. Like I was saying, if you try to use a 4000 PSI washer, you're going to have the issue of not having a stable can while you're trying to clean it. If the can's moving while you're cleaning it, you're going to increase the job time, therefore losing money. Now, I should probably include that my washer is electric. There's a lot of controversy around this, especially when I bring up that I don't use a gas washer and that I literally prefer the electric one. They got guys in the comments like, why would I hire a pressure washing company that uses an electric washer? Clearly someone didn't read the title. I'm not a pressure washer, bro. But seriously, I'm assuming this significantly decreases the amount of pressure I'm getting out of the 1900, and maybe that's why the turbo nozzle works so well for me. This isn't like a one washer suits all kind of situation. It really just depends on the job and the customer. I've told this story 100 times, but I'm gonna tell it again. A couple months ago, I went to do a job for a customer, and she told me it was not too bad. But whenever I got there, the trash can was full of gravel, and it was hard, and my washer was doing nothing. Always remember that even though you might have the perfect PSI pressure washer, it gets everything off, all the gunk that you need it to, sometimes extra tools are going to help you out in a job. Because situations like that are going to come up randomly. I've done jobs in tons of different kinds of industries, and it's super common to find problems not every single day, but almost every job. Could you use a gas washer or a commercial washer for this service? Absolutely. None of this is me saying that any kind of different washer wouldn't work for you. I know there's a ton of pressure washing companies out there that do this kind of service, or they just added it onto their pressure washing service. And I've just found that over time, a good middle ground is a great point to find. You don't want something that's way too strong, and you don't want something that's way too weak. Because if you use something too strong, you're going to start to damage the product. Also, if you use something too weak, you're not going to get a good enough product or a good enough clean at all. If there's any kind of washing strategy that I would say don't even try, it's just using a hose and not actually having a pressure washer at all. It's not going to do enough damage, and it's not going to help you. Also, something you have to be aware of, if you're using a washer that's way too strong, you're going to damage the can. Be careful because the bottom of the cans, when you're spraying them directly on, you're going to get holes and you're going to start to crack the bottoms, and it's going to happen over time. This kind of just happens as you clean the same can multiple times over and over and over. A lot of my subscribers have been struggling to get more customers or even their first customer, but I developed my own lead strategy that has gotten me my first $10,000 in jobs. And good news, my course is completely finished. If you guys want to learn my strategy of how I've gotten $10,000 in free leads that I can continue to service day after day after day, there is now a number that you can contact. Listen, the course is not going to be for free. I give away a lot of good information on this channel, but if you want to take your business to the next level, or you're thinking about starting a business but you don't know how to get customers, in this course I'm going to teach you how not to get scammed, how to get thousands of dollars in free customers that you can service on and on and on, also how to talk to customers and make sure that you sell your service quickly and efficiently with my own personal messages that I've had with customers. You guys can contact this number up here, and if you send me the word strategy, we're going to get you set up immediately. And hey, if it happens to me with 1900 PSI, imagine a guy that's like, oh, I got a 4000 PSI washer. He's screwed. It's always just good to remember that everything is going to depend on the situation that presents itself. Trash can cleaning is kind of funny like that because some jobs you go to could be done with just a hose. They're not that bad at all. And some of them are so extreme and so crazy that I've almost quit my entire business. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I probably complicated that way more than it needs to be. I have literally only used one pressure washer. Since I started all these businesses, I've been doing mobile detailing with one pressure washer. Then I moved that into can cleaning with one pressure washer. It is a jack of all trades. I always tell people, and I literally have a video directly stating it, the best pressure washer for trash can cleaning. I would even go as far to say the best pressure washer for mobile detailing, because I don't have to remember gasoline. I don't have to remember where to keep the gasoline. I also just can plug stuff in. All I need to bring is an extension cord. Everybody has outlets outside their house. It's super easy, super accessible. So like I said, it's just the most dominant washer. 1900 PSI might not sound like a lot. I get some crazy comments. People are like, oh, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. You don't know how to run a business, kid, whatever. The craziest stuff. They're speaking to somebody who's ran multiple businesses, made thousands of dollars doing it. Of course, you can use a stronger pressure washer. Nobody is saying that you don't get to. Nobody is saying that you have to use the one that I use. I'm just saying that from a standpoint of how much money you want to spend, right? I'm telling you that you can use something as little PSI as the one that I use so that you don't have to run up the budget, bro. You don't want to start a business that you don't know is going to succeed dropping $2,000, $2,500, $1,500 on a pressure washer. I think my pressure washer was like $400, $500, which that's not cheap, but also it's a Ryobi brand, which Ryobi is super solid, super dependable. I don't know why people give it a rough time. It's super good product. I've used it for so many hours. I wish it tracked hours, because I have used it for, I mean, it's got to be hundreds of hours, maybe even 1,000 hours at this point, and it's still lasting me. I never have issues with it. There's little tips and tricks on it that make it better, but definitely the turbo nozzle is a big kicker. I used to wash cars with the turbo nozzle on. Big mistake. I was tearing off the paint. Like I said in the beginning, I went to this one mobile detailing job. It's actually the day in the life of a mobile detailing video on my channel, and I was doing this guy's truck, and I tried to get the bugs off of the front end of the car, and the turbo nozzle really, I could get close and personal with that thing, and it would shoot really hard, and I tried to get it off. I ended up tearing the paint off the front end, having to pay $1,000. It sucked, and it was not fun, but that kind of taught me what the difference was in the tips. You can use different things. If you try to use a white tip, if anybody here knows anything about pressure washers, if you try to use a white tip on a can, you're not going to pull any of that dirt off the can. If you try to use a freaking hose, that's about the same thing as using a white tip. The spread is way too long. You need something direct that puts all that 1900 PSI directly into the shot. Also, somebody said something about how PSI isn't the way you should really be measuring it. It's like GPI, something like that. I think that it's a good basis to go off of is PSI, and you're going to be a lot of different washers out there. Just make your own personal decisions on what you want to buy. Stay in your budget. If you want something that's crazy, you want to go out of the budget, do it. You might start damaging cans. I've literally pulled the lettering off of cans already with the one that I have. So if you have any wonders of like, oh, well, is he really sure that it's going to be strong enough? How can I trust you? How can I believe that it's going to work? You just have to watch the footage. All of my videos are literally me doing the jobs. You can see it's me right here speaking to you in front of this camera. It's me doing the jobs. I can't lie to you. You're watching me use the exact pressure washer, which I've done a whole review on, so guys, go check that out. And I'm going to probably in the future be doing a setup video. So if you really want to know, I use a Ryobi 1500 electric pressure washer. Yes, it's electric. I've never even owned a gas pressure washer. I used one once, burned it up on the first job. Maybe I just don't know anything about gas pressure washers, but guess what? The electric one, super easy to use, and there's going to be a tutorial coming out soon, but it's just stuff like that that makes it so much easier and so much different. I should probably do a video on gas versus electric pressure washers, because I have a lot of opinions to say, because mine has lasted me way longer than one that would be gas or commercial, which you don't even need, okay? I'm going to sit here and tell you that I'm not biased and that you can use whatever one you want, and it's okay. But why would you use a commercial washer? Some cans that I've already done, or some recurring clients that I've already done 4, 5, 6 jobs for, I'm putting holes at the bottom right of their cans, right? So it cuts open a slit at the bottom. It's not like trash is going to fall out. It's not like stuff's going to be able to get into it because it's at the bottom of the can and the can's on the concrete. But I'm just saying, the stronger washer that you use, the more damage that you're going to inflict on that can. You're not going to get it more clean than I am, but it just doesn't make sense. Even if you use a crazy strong washer, you're using damn 4,500 PSI, it's going to get clean no matter what, the same way that mine is. You might be saving a minute or two of time because it's so much stronger, or maybe it's completely worth it to you. Whatever you decide would be more worth it to you is going to be more worth it for your business. Sacrifice for your business and make some money. Clean some trash cans and check out the rest of the videos on this channel. I give away some great information on how you can start your own business and start making thousands of dollars a month.